Afternoon, Judge.
You need to change those cookies up there. I'm just saying, you know.
I know it's pretty bad.
Thank God you're not able to see my desk area here, because then you'd be telling me you need to clean up your desk. But here we go. The good thing about it is that you have no control over those cookies. Okay, let me see if I can move this thing away from here. For some reason, it's bothering me. Correct. I'm gonna get this out of here. Now, Mr. Hobson, we do have the DA's office, one of the staff members here with the victims coordination unit, I guess. And then we will call them up whenever it's their time to give the statement. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
But it's already set up.
Great.
Okay. Those of you, let's see. Mr. Trevino, do you have a plea today?
Your Honor, on one of them, it's going to be said because I do have the plea, but I don't have the fingerprints.
Okay, I didn't get any of that. Tell me again.
I don't have the fingerprints of my client. We do have an agreement.
Who's your client?
Judge, if I may.
Oh no, this is gonna be for time.
Yes, sir.
So what we thought of doing is, just since you're having such a difficult time of getting the fingerprints, is just doing the plea, turning himself in, and then they'll just do the fingerprints when he's there.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this plea today. Where is he at?
He's not in the well of the court.
Okay. Well, call him. What's his case? Let's see. Let me see. His case is Jose Luis Arevalo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jose Luis Arevalo, are you present in the hearing? 2020 CRK 1294D1, 2020 CRD 484D1. And those are the ones that I have for Jose Luis Arevalo. He does not appear in the well of the court. And in this hearing,
Judge,
in the
there's
process-
a phone number that doesn't have
Okay.
audio.
I see that, yes. Galaxy AO2S, who are you? Please, they don't have audio. Can we send them a message? Can somebody send them a message? Nope, that didn't work. Does that not work, the chat? With when I
I
do it,
just
it's
sent the
not working.
chat, Judge. Yes.
I don't know why it's not working with me. Oh, there it is on this side. Why does it come out over here? There it is. All right, I don't know who that is, but we sent them some messages. Hopefully they'll reply. Okay, so what say the state on Jose Luis Arevalo?
State requests APS judgment nisi, no bond on both cases, Your Honor.
All right, Jose Luis Arevalo's name has been called inside, in the inside of the hearing through virtually here through Zoom. He does not appear in the Zoom hearing well, and he is not here in the courtroom either. His name has been called and he does not respond. A capias will be issued, judgment nisi, and no bond. Thank you. Excuse me? On both cases. Yes, on both cases, Kathy. And now we have, let's see.
Perla Moreno, Your Honor.
Okay, on the second floor, hold on a second. On the second floor, Perla, just a second, Ms. Moreno. On the second floor, we have an extradition. Is that correct? Mr. Trevino?
Yes, Your Honor, and my client is, the client has advised us that he wishes to waive his right of extradition.
Very good. Have you met with Mr. Reyes, the other one there in the rec room? Who is that? At the jail?
Yes, sir.
Who is at the rec room at the jail? Do you know who that may be, that defendant?
Okay, let me go get the name. Guys, I was looking at his computer, sir, that's why. Wait, I'm gonna take this one over there too, to the rec room.
I don't. Yeah, there's somebody there in an orange jumpsuit. The deputy, who are you?
Yeah,
The deputy in the rec room, who are you? Where are you? You have, can you call the deputy? Anda pa toda.
Yeah, back and forth. All right, you want in Spanish? You need an interpreter, Your Honor?
What, ¿qué es tu nombre?
Juan Carlos Prado Pérez.
Is he on extradition?
Perdón.
Juan Carlos
Yes, sir,
Prado.
yes, sir,
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put Mr. Trevino on the breakout with him, okay?
okay, sounds good.
All right, here we go. Mr. Trevino, I'm gonna put you on breakout with Juan Carlos Prado Pérez. Breakout.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, let me close those. Well, actually, okay. And then, well, no, recreate. Okay, okay, what is that one called there at the jail, guys? I can't see it from here. Webb County Sheriff Jail, okay. Webb County, okay, that
Yeah, this
one.
is Webb County Sheriff Jail.
Fred, what's yours called? I can't see your name.
Trevino Fred.
All right. There you go.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so while Fred, Mr. Trevino continues to talk to the other extraditions, I can take up another announcement. What was it, Mr. Trevino? I can't hear you, sir. You're muted.
Perla Moreno, Your Honor.
Perla Moreno, is this a plea?
Yes, Your Honor, but I don't have the fingerprints on her either.
Why is it that only your clients can't get fingerprints?
They give them back to her. We tried to send them and they said we can't. They have to be given to us by the officer.
They gave them back to Perla Moreno.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait. We got Mr. AO2S. What is your name, sir, with a cap and sunglasses on your forehead? We don't have audio for you, and I'm gonna ask you to take off your cap in a minute.
He's texting, Your Honor. He said his phone's not working and he can't hear anything.
Tom, can you ask him to hang up and try coming in again? And this time to
His name
put
is Jose Enrique.
connect with audio.
He said his name is Jose Enrique Martinez.
Jose Enrique Martinez, thank you. Okay,
connected.
he is with the public defender's office. He can just try calling in.
He could.
Give him the number, the call-in number as an alternative. I don't have that with me, but
523-4117.
no.
No?
No. I'm saying the call in for Zoom.
Oh,
But yeah, I guess he can call you in. He can call you through. 52341 what?
17.
5234117.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, So when did Ms. Moreno take her fingerprints, Mr. Trevino?
Last week.
Oh, there he is. We can hear him now. Mr. Martinez, are you there? Jose Martinez, conteste. I thought I heard him.
Yes, Honor.
Okay, there you are. All right, just hold on there. We can hear you. We'll call your case in a bit, okay? Sir, can you hear me? Mr. Martinez? No, that didn't work. Mr. Martinez? We lose him?
His
Frozen.
screen
we
is
go.
frozen, Judge.
Okay. All right,
Your Honor,
yes, sir.
I have them here with me. They give them back to her. We emailed them to Mr. Thompson. And he indicated
Okay,
that they couldn't accept it that way.
of course we can't.
Yeah,
Okay. So she's gonna have to go back to get them done again. And this time, do not take them, just leave them there.
yes, sir.
What is this case about? What type of offense is it?
It's an aggravated felony 1, Your Honor. It's a pretty serious case.
All right. Okay, Ms. Moreno, we're gonna have you go back and do it one more time, okay? So we're gonna set you up for a plea. On the 21st at 9 a.m. Okay, that's in a few more days, just like 6 days or 7 days. So you need to get it done at the jail and leave the fingerprints there. Is this a probation plea?
It is, but it has some time involved as well, Your Honor. It's 180 days to serve and 10 for 10.
Okay, because we can also have her get fingerprinted there once she's there as an alternative. I tell you what, why don't we just get her in on the 21st, have her plea out, okay?
Okay.
So come back on the 21st, Ms. Moreno, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go to the jail one more time, get fingerprinted, leave the paper there, don't take it. All right? And then come back with me on the 21st at 9 a.m. The same way you're doing it today. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I believe that's the last of my cases this afternoon. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I don't think I have any other case. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
May God bless and protect all of us.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Well wishes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I think I have. Did you get Martinez to call you in, Alma?
No, Judge.
He hasn't called in, okay. So we're just looking for, what plea you got? Armando Cepeda, we have a plea for you. Who's your lawyer?
Did that guy call you?
Fred Trevino, Your Honor.
Who? Oh, okay, so we gotta
Fred
wait.
Trevino.
Okay, we gotta wait for Mr. Trevino. Just give us a second. Liliana Salazar, are you present? Yes, she is. Liliana Salazar is present. And is Fred Trevino your lawyer also? But Allison is not doing the docket here today.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Pedro Bajar from the state of Texas. I spoke with the public defender, what was her name? I forgot her name. I drew a
Martinez.
blank.
Alice.
There you go. And Fred Trevino is gonna do her plea, Judge.
That's
Okay.
correct, Your Honor. And is she already doing that? Because we're going to be requesting deferred adjudication, Your Honor.
Did you get the fingerprints done on Ms. Salazar?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe she got them done yesterday.
Okay.
Can you Can you try and send somebody over there, Mr. Fajardo, from your office?
Yes, Your Honor. If not, I'll submit them tomorrow. I'll take them to Alma personally.
All right,
It is a probation plea, Judge, and
all right. Let's do that.
just, okay.
Okay, Ms. Salazar, please raise your right hand and be sworn.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Ms. Salazar, can you hear me?
Sí.
All right.
Señora
Go ahead, madam.
Salazar, por favor, levante su mano derecha para prestar juramento. Usted jura decir, en este momento usted jura decir la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad con el amparo de Dios.
Sí.
Thank you.
Yes.
And Your Honor, I'm not sure if you heard, but we're going to be requesting deferred adjudication in this case.
Very well.
Judge, and also if I may, this is an Agasol felony too. I believe it was through the deadly weapon. We're gonna be removing the deadly weapon finding. It's gonna be probation 5 for 5.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Ms.
you.
Salazar, you are here as a result of the fact that you were arrested and then later indicted under this cause number, 2020 CRD 1910D1, originally for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon felony 2, although today they tell me that the state will be dropping the deadly weapon finding from the indictment and just proceeding on an aggravated assault. Is that your understanding?
Bien, señor. Señora Salazar, tengo por entendido que usted en este momento está aquí presente en el caso 2020 CRD 1910D1 porque fue acusada formalmente por el gran jurado y está originalmente aquí por un delito grave en el segundo grado, que es agresión con agravantes con un arma mortífera, pero que están en este momento el procurador ha decidido remover o retirar la parte donde dice que es arma mortífera. ¿Usted tiene eso por entendido?
Sí.
Yes.
Very well. Now, you don't have to plead guilty here today, but if you do insist on pleading guilty to this charge or any part of this charge, you need to understand that you'll be waiving your right to remain silent, your right to a jury trial, and your right of confrontation. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Ahora usted tiene que entender que no tiene que declararse culpable, pero si desea hacerlo, usted tiene que saber que está renunciando a su derecho de permanecer callado, a tener un juicio con un jurado y al contrainterrogatorio de testigos. ¿Se entiende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you a citizen of this country?
¿Es usted ciudadana de este país?
Sí.
Yes.
The range of punishment for a felony 2 is no less than 2 years, no more than 20 years to serve in the institutional division of Department of Criminal Justice here in the state of Texas, and you also may be assessed a fine of up to $10,000.
El alcance de la pena para este tipo de delito es de tener una condena mínima de 2 años o hasta 20 años con una multa de hasta $10,000.
Now, I've been handed a document that's labeled as State Exhibit Number 1. It purports to have your signature. Can you take a look at that on the screen and tell me, ma'am, is that your signature on that document that I'm showing you on the screen?
Ahora le voy a mostrar aquí el elemento de prueba número 1 donde me demuestra tener su prueba. Si por favor usted puede ver este documento y dígame si esta es su firma.
Sí.
Did your lawyer go over that? I'm sorry. Did you say yes? I'm not sure. I didn't get to see it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you get it, Cindy? I'm sorry. Oh,
Yes, I did. Madam, you're coming in a little faint.
okay.
Let me check that really quick.
Did your lawyer
Can you
go
hear me
over this
now?
Better. Did your lawyer go over this document before you signed it, Ms. Salazar?
Antes de que usted firmara este documento, señora Salazar, ¿su abogado le explicó este documento?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you understand that by signing it, what you were going to be telling me is that you were in agreement to the waivers of your rights and the stipulations of your guilt on this charge?
Ahora usted me está diciendo que al firmar este documento usted está de acuerdo y está estipulando la culpabilidad de estos cargos?
Sí.
Yes.
Any objections to states 1?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Guajardo, you agreed to the terms of this plea as well, sir?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I'm gonna need you to come by, and for some reason, this one doesn't have your signature on it.
Okay, Judge, I apologize. Is that the one that was e-filed? Because I did sign it today, Judge.
It's
And I
probably
believe Allison e-filed it with my signatures.
Okay, well, I'll make sure and replace that first page with it, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, to the charge in the indictment, changed only by the fact that the state is dropping the deadly weapon provisions of the indictment, making it only an aggravated assault without the deadly weapon provisions. How do you plead, ma'am?
Ahora, la acusación formal donde se retira la parte de retirar el arma mortífera y solo es una agresión con agravantes, a este delito, ¿cómo se declara, señora?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
¿Se está declarando libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
Did anybody force you to plead guilty?
¿Alguien que la está forzando a declararse culpable?
No, no hay nadie.
No, nobody.
Very well. Because you have pled guilty, because you have signed off on states one, you need to understand that I will no longer require the state to bring forth any other evidence before I find you guilty of this offense. In addition, despite the fact that you have entered into a sentence recommendation with the state, you need to understand that I don't have to accept it. But if I don't accept it, you cannot appeal this case by permission of this court. I'm sorry. If I do accept it, you cannot appeal this case without permission of this court. If I reject it, I will allow you to take back your plea and I'll give you a new trial.
Muy bien, ahora le tengo que hacerle saber que pues, porque usted se ha declarado culpable y ha firmado el elemento de prueba número 1, yo ya no le voy a requerir al procurador que me presente más pruebas para yo poder declararla culpable de este delito. Y a pesar de que usted ya tiene una recomendación de parte del procurador para esta condena, usted tiene que saber que yo no tengo que aceptarla. Si es que la acepto, usted no podrá apelar esta condena sin permiso de este tribunal, y si es que la rechazo, le voy a dar la oportunidad para que retire su declaración y le daré una fecha para un juicio nuevo. ¿Entiende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Very well.
Muy bien.
I see the recommendation on the plea packet. And I do have the signed version of your copy, Mr. Guajardo. Thank you. Very well. I've already reviewed the PSI, and I understand that she's applied for deferred. Deferred adjudication can be a real good thing, and it can be a real bad thing, Ms. Salazar. It's a good thing. If I end up granting it to you, then you will be placed on probation. And if you successfully complete your probationary term, then at the end of that time, you will have no final conviction on this matter.
Muy bien, aquí en este momento me estoy viendo la recomendación, yo ya vi la evaluación psicológica. Ahora, el aplazado del dictado de la sentencia puede ser una cosa muy buena o una cosa muy mala, señora. La buena es que si yo se la otorgo y usted está en cumplimiento de todo, entonces usted no tendrá una condena al final de esto.
It's a bad thing, however, if I grant it and you fail to comply with the condition of probation, then the state can bring you back, allege that you failed to comply, and if they prove their case to me, I can then find you guilty of this offense and then sentence you to up to the maximum amount of time that's allowed by that particular level. In this case, happened to be 20 years. Do you understand that?
Ahora, la parte mala es que si yo le otorgo esto, entonces, pero usted no está en cumplimiento y está en quebranto de las condiciones, entonces el procurador puede venir frente a mí otra vez, comprobarme de que usted estuvo en quebranto de estas condiciones, yo la puedo declarar culpable y le puedo dar la condena máxima para este tipo de delito, que en este caso es hasta 20 años. ¿Entiende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Knowing that, ma'am, do you still want me to proceed? Do you still want to proceed with your application for deferred?
Y sabiendo esto, ¿usted quiere seguir adelante con el aplazamiento del dictado de la condena?
Sí.
Yes.
No position, any position from the state?
No, Your Honor, and for the record, I don't think she has any priors, just this one, Judge, so we have no position or no objections.
Very good. I've already checked her PSI and her criminal history. She does nothing on her record. And I'm prepared to do the sentencing now. Very well, Ms. Salazar. I am going to find that your plea of guilty to this offense as modified has been made freely and voluntarily, that you're accompanied to make this plea, that you do it knowingly and with the assistance of counsel, and defer your finding of guilt that's granted until such time as hopefully you complete successfully the program.
Muy bien, entonces en este momento, después de haber visto su evaluación psicológica, sus antecedentes penales y que no tiene ningún antecedente penal, estoy listo para darle condena. Señora, la declaro culpable y veo que usted se ha declarado culpable de manera libre y voluntariamente, que usted está competente para dar tal declaración, lo ha hecho a sabiendas y con ayuda letradamente de su abogado, y estoy listo para aplazar el dictado de la condena hasta que usted pueda terminar con este programa.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and send it to the agreed recommendations that you entered into with the state, 5 years to serve in the institutional division of the Department of Criminal Justice, suspend and place you on probation for 5 years. There is a $500 fine by agreement. There's $100 donation to Casa Misericordia by agreement. You have the special conditions will also include, at the very minimum, stop the violence program. There may be other special conditions that may be placed on you depending on your assessment. And of course, there'll be some standard conditions of probation. There is court cost in the amount of
$325 and Crime Stoppers $50.
and a crime stopper fee of $50. Let me have Merab catch up with us, and then I'll ask you the rest of the question.
Your Honor.
Muy bien,
Okay, go ahead.
En este momento voy a aceptar la recomendación acordada que ya tiene con el procurador y la voy a condenar a los 5 años en la correccional del estado del condado, pero se va a cumplir con 5 años de libertad condicional con una multa de $500, una donación de $100 a Casa Misericordia. Tendrán condiciones especiales, una de ellas en las clases de alto a la violencia o Stop the Violence. Y con otras condiciones que puedan tener. Tendrán los costos legales de $325 y una multa para las fuerzas de seguridad de $50.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Ms. Salazar does not reside in Webb County, but she is in the county today and she will be here tomorrow. So if we could set her up, I guess, with the probation department for processing either today or tomorrow.
We'll set up for tomorrow morning at 9.
Correct, Your Honor, and it can also transfer her case into Dallas County.
I'm sorry. What time will you set her up for the interview? I couldn't hear you.
Well, tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Okay, and then we'll allow for the transfer to Dallas. Yes. So tomorrow, make sure and report to 9 a.m. to the probation office here, downtown office. Well, also, there is no recoupment for the County of Webb on attorney fees. Thank you.
Muy bien, mañana esto tiene que presentarse en la oficina de libertad condicional a las 9 de la mañana. Es la oficina que está en el centro y no vamos a recuperar los honorarios de los abogados. Muchas gracias. Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Treño, apparently you're the only one from the public defender's office, right?
I believe so, Your Honor.
So we can't do, you have another lady here on the 4th floor.
Yes.
Who is she?
I believe she is one of the extradition cases, Your Honor.
Oh, it's an MTR, okay.
Oh, it's an MTR? Okay.
Very good.
Your Honor, Judge, the female on the 4th floor is also waiting extradition.
Is she Reyes, Lucia Reyes?
No, Your Honor, Norma. Carol Gomez. I'm sorry, Carol Gomez. Carol Gomez.
Carol Gomez?
Yes.
Carol Rodriguez.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do all three together. Okay, so she's waiting to be interviewed, Fred. The problem is that if we let go of Fred right now with her, we have to stop because there's nobody
There's a few
else.
other attorneys on. There's Juan Garcia and Sergio
Okay,
Martinez.
let me see what Juan Garcia, let me put Let me put Fred with fourth floor on a breakout while I talk to Mr. Garcia.
I can
I'm
put
gonna
Fred
move
on
you.
the,
Huh?
if you want, Judge. If you want, I can move the breakout rooms.
How do I do that? Oh. See, that's the thing. When I've already done them, I gotta close them all again. Is that what it is?
No,
See if you
you can
can move
just
them.
assign.
Let's see, Webb County fourth. You got them
I
right?
just moved, yes. And Fred, now you can go into the breakout room and it'll take you to that room.
But he's not. It doesn't give him the optionality.
He can just click on breakout room and it'll take him to that room.
Click on breakout room, Fred. I've never done that before.
Let's see.
At the bottom of the screen.
The bottom of the screen says breakout. And you can put join. There you go. That's the way that works. Okay. If you've been there before, then you can go back and
Yes.
forth. See, that's the problem that I was having last time. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Garcia, Juan,
Yes, Judge.
what case you got?
Lucia Iris Reyes is for a plea. It's an MTR.
Okay, let's do that one. Where is she at?
On page 1, Judge, at the bottom.
Yes, but where is she at here in the courtroom? Lucia Reyes, are you here? Oh, she's in custody?
Yes, Judge.
All right, well, we gotta wait for her.
Oh, wait, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Any other lawyers out there? Any other defense bar out there, defense lawyers?
Sergio
So Sergio
Martinez.
Martinez, is he a lawyer? Sergio Martinez, a lawyer?
He's on the additions, Judge. For a
Sergio Martinez,
Yes, Judge.
there you are. What case you got, Mr. Martinez?
Judge, I have Miguel Angel Castillo, Judge. We need if you could give us a 21st for a plea, Your Honor. He's working and I had difficulty making communication. He's in my office. And this morning he was in probation. He came out about close to 12:15 or so.
Miguel Angel, is that your name, sir? Miguel Angel Castillo?
Yeah, Miguel Angel Castillo Jr.
Tell me one more time because I can barely hear you.
Miguel Angel Castillo Jr.
Orduña?
Jr. Miguel Angel Castillo.
Junior. Okay. So you need some time to prepare the paperwork.
Yes, sir. We already executed it. We need a fingerprint, Judge. And I know that there's one different.
All right. Well, let's get it on the 21st. So you need to go get the fingerprints this week and then leave the fingerprints there. Don't bring them with you. Leave them there.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then we'll see you on the 21st. The 21st at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Very good.
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir, Mr. Fajardo.
Thank you,
I'd
Honor.
like
Stay
to
safe.
excuse Your Honor as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got them two done. We're just waiting for Mr. Trevino on that other extradition so we can continue. Mr. Garcia is waiting for, here's the Webb County Jail on the second floor. Who's there? Maybe that's Reyes, Lucia Reyes, no? Anybody there at the Webb County Jail on the second floor?
Yes, Your Honor. We're here in the other room.
Oh, in the rec room. Okay, now we gotta wait for Fred. Okay, thank you. We'll be right there. Thank you. All right.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rodriguez for the state. I was just gonna say, there is on the add-ons, Carlos Alejo Solis.
Yes.
I believe that Mr. Trevino and I are gonna be passing that case because the defendant has federal charges pending.
Carlos Alejo Solis seems to be in the well of the court. Mr. Solis, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. Apparently you have a federal charges as well?
Yeah, I have a federal case going on right now.
Okay. So apparently we're gonna pass the case. How long were y'all planning on passing it, Mr. Rodriguez?
Well, Mr. Cantu, Mr. Rene Cantu is representing him in the federal charges. I was hoping that maybe we could just reset it for, I would say 30 days. What we're trying to do is dispose of this case, and we could probably do it by then.
Why don't we put it then in a, on the October 15th regular criminal docket? And then if there's a plea to be had, then we can always move it. But for now, we're gonna put you on the October 15th at 9 a.m., sir.
Okay, will do. Thank you, Your Honor.
Stay in touch with your lawyer. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. So that's Alejo.
Judge, I don't see Miss Castillo, Yahaira Castillo on the docket.
Okay, Jaira Castillo, come on in. Put your camera on. She's having trouble with audio.
Judge,
connected to
actually,
audio.
that's the victim of the mother in the case that we'll be pulling out today.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well,
we
she's
had her
having
set up.
trouble. She's having trouble with audio, so.
Well, actually, we had her. I think we had her set up on the computer just in case that she not go into the courtroom, and I guess they just left the computer open like that. So excuse me for not.
Oh, is that
catching
you,
that.
Yahaira Castillo? Oh, okay. So maybe I can just remove her. How about that? Is anybody at your office with that computer? Okay, I'm gonna remove it then. That way at least vámonos haciendo menos. Juan Garcia's waiting, Armando Cepeda's waiting. And I think that we're just waiting for Fred. That's it. Oh, what about this Alexis Maldonado?
That's on the.
That's for that impact statement.
That's the
All
plea,
right.
Judge.
He's in custody. Okay. And then Jose Enrique Martinez, what happened to him?
He never called.
Your Honor, that's if I may, that is Miss Allison Martinez's client. I spoke to her today, and she says that she did not get in contact with him, and vice versa. The defendant never got in contact with her. So in my notes, I just put that there's no plea packet available, so it's going to have to get a new date.
He has a capias out of County Court 1. He was here. I'm not going to issue a capias, but if he doesn't show up to the next one, just going to say that he just failed to get his new court date. So that's on him. He was supposed to call in.
Correct.
So we're gonna set up for the 15th of October regular docket.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna set it for October the 8th regular docket at 9 a.m. I mean, if he shows up here, I'll give him that date. But if not, then on that day he may have to be a plea. I mean a capias. Okay, so we have the jail on the 4th floor. Mr. Trevino, on these 3 inmates out of state warrants, are all of them waiving?
Yes, Your Honor, all have advised that they wish to waive their right to extradition.
Okay, so then if y'all will bear with me just a minute, does anybody need an interpreter?
Gentlemen do, Your Honor.
Okay, Merab, are you ready for that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, now I'm talking to the inmates there at the county jail.
Ahora,
Go ahead.
sí, ahora estoy hablando con los que están detenidos aquí en la cárcel del condado de Webb.
Please tell me who you are. Mixar Ramírez Ortiz.
Mixar Ramírez Ortiz, dígame quién es usted.
Okay.
It's me.
Then Carlos or Carlos Prado Pérez, ¿qué es tu nombre? What's your name?
Carlos Prado Pérez.
Carlos Prado Pérez.
Very good. And then we have Carol Rodriguez. Is that correct? Carol Rodriguez, is that your name?
Yes, sir, Carol Rodriguez.
All right. So all three of you are here because you have been arrested by the sheriff's office here in DeWitt County, Texas, because they believe that you are fugitives from justice from states outside of the state of Texas.
Muy bien, ustedes están aquí porque fueron arrestados por el Departamento de Alguaciles del Condado de Webb, de aquí de Texas, porque son presuntamente prófugos de la justicia de un estado aparte de Texas.
Now, before we proceed, I need to make you aware of what your rights are. You have the right to have a lawyer represent you throughout this entire process, and I have already appointed Mr. Fred Trevino from the Public Defender's Office here to represent you in the matter of the extradition that we are here for today.
Muy bien, antes de que nosotros sigamos adelante, les tengo que explicar todos sus derechos. Uno de ellos es que ustedes tienen el derecho a tener ayuda letrada mediante un abogado, y yo ya he designado al señor Fred Treviño de parte de los abogados de oficio para que los represente durante este proceso de extradición solamente.
You have the right to remain silent, the right to confront those people who accuse you of this matter, the right to an extradition warrant signed by the governors of the states, and the right to a hearing on all that matter. Now,
Ustedes
go ahead.
tienen el derecho de permanecer callados, tienen el derecho de contrainterrogar a los individuos que indican que ustedes son prófugos de la justicia, tienen el derecho a pedir una orden del gobernador y a tener una audiencia.
Now, I also first want to find out if, in fact, it is you, the person that is, in fact, wanted in those states. If you believe that maybe they've made a mistake, that it is not you, but they think it's you, then please let me know, and I will conduct an identity hearing to confirm that, in fact, you are the correct person that should be arrested on this particular warrant.
Muy bien, entonces también tienen el derecho a, pero, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm looking at my notes. Quiero asegurarme de que antes de que empecemos, entonces quiero asegurarme de que ustedes de hecho sí son estas personas que son buscados de estos estados. Si hay un error, entonces por favor déjenmelo saber. Entonces tenemos una audiencia de identidad para confirmar que ustedes es la persona que son buscados en estas órdenes de arresto que han sido emitidas por estos estados.
So I want to first ask you, Mr. Ramirez Ortiz, isn't in fact you the person that the state of Florida, county of Orange is looking for?
Ahora voy a empezar con usted, señor Ramírez Ortiz. Usted de hecho sí es esta persona que es buscada del estado de Florida, del condado de Orange. Yes.
And you, Mr. Gomez, are you, I'm not saying you're guilty of anything, but just that you are the person that the county of Polk in the state of Minnesota is looking for. I'm sorry, Ms. Carol Rodriguez. Is that you? I can't hear you, ma'am. Thank you. And you, Mr. Carlos Prado Perez, is it in fact you who is wanted in the county of St. Charles, state of Illinois? I'm not saying again that you're guilty of anything, but just that you're probably the one that they're looking for.
Y ahora usted, señor Prado Pérez, es usted de hecho la persona que ha sido buscada del estado de Illinois y del condado de St. Charles. No estoy diciendo que es culpable de cualquier delito, solo si usted es esa persona que ellos buscan.
Sí, yo soy.
Yes, that's me.
Very well. There will be no need for an identity hearing on any of these folks. So, before you are these demanding states, the states that are looking for you, are allowed to come pick you up, they need to serve you with a governor's warrant of extradition, and they will have 30 days to get it, but then I can also give them an additional 60 days to be able to put all their documents together for a total of 90 days. You
Muy bien,
also,
entonces no vamos a necesitar una audiencia en ninguno de estos individuos. Ahora, antes de que estos estados que los reclaman puedan venir a recogerlos, ellos tienen que emitir una orden de extradición del gobernador y se la tienen que entregar a ustedes. Se las tienen que entregar a ustedes durante los siguientes 30 días o yo les puedo otorgar unos 60 días adicionalmente para que nos entreguen todos los documentos por un total de 90 días.
Now, the same way that you are entitled to be served with this governor's warrant of extradition, you also are entitled to waive your right to the governor's warrant of extradition. And if you decide to do that, then we will advise the demanding state that wants you that you're ready to be picked up right now, and they will only have 30 days to pick you up from the date that you were arrested.
Ahora, así como tienen el derecho a tener esta orden de extradición emitida y entregada a ustedes, ustedes también tienen el derecho a renunciar al pedimento de esta orden de extradición. Y si ustedes deciden eso, entonces nosotros vamos a contactar al estado que lo reclama y les vamos a decir que ustedes están listos para que los vengan a recoger y ellos tendrán solo 30 días desde el día que fueron arrestados.
Do you understand that, Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir. Yes, I understand.
Mr. Pérez Prado?
Señor Prado Pérez, ¿entiende esto?
Sí, sí, me entendí.
And Mr. Ramírez Ortiz?
Yes, I understand. ¿Y señor Ramírez Ortiz, usted?
Sí,
Yes.
comprendo.
Yes.
Very well. What is your decision, Ms. Rodriguez? Do you want to sign the waiver? Do you want to request that the governor's warrant of extradition be prepared and then later served on you?
I want to wait 30 days only. Want them to pick me up like now.
Thank you. Mr. Ramirez Ortiz, what do you want to do? Do you want to hold off until they prepare the governor's warrant of extradition, or do you want to sign the waiver and try and leave as soon as possible?
Ahora usted, señor Ramírez, ¿usted qué quiere hacer? ¿Usted quiere esperarse hasta que le den esta orden de extradición del gobernador o quiere renunciar y quiere que lo vengan a recoger ya?
Voy a renunciar a que me vengan a recoger ya.
I'm going to waive and then be asked to picked up now.
And you, Mr. Prado Perez, what is it that you'd like to do? Do you want to wait for the governor's warrant of extradition to be prepared and served on you? Or do you want us to let them know to come pick you up right now and sign the waiver?
¿Y usted, señor Prado Pérez, usted qué quiere hacer? ¿Usted quiere esperar hasta que le entreguen esta orden de extradición de parte del gobernador o quiere que nosotros le avisemos al estado que lo vengan a recoger ya al firmar esta renuncia?
Me gustaría que le dijeran al estado que me viniera a recoger ya.
I would like for you to let the state know so that I can be picked up now.
Very well. Then I am going to make a finding on all three of your cases that you all have been advised of your rights in open court while represented by an attorney, and after advising you of all of your rights, what your charges and why you are in fact held here in Webb County, that you have chosen to waive your right to an extradition warrant signed by your governor, and to advise the demanding state that you're ready to be picked up right now. I have signed off on this waiver right there, and you will sign right above my name there. This, I have already verbally and orally read it to you.
Muy bien, entonces en los tres casos voy a indicar que nosotros ya les explicamos sus derechos, lo hemos hecho en una audiencia pública, lo han hecho mediante un abogado con ayuda letrada, le hemos explicado sus derechos, sus cargos y la razón por la que estén detenidos aquí en el estado, en el condado de Webb. Ustedes han decidido firmar esta renuncia y no están pidiendo la orden de extradición del gobernador y quieren que nosotros les avisemos al estado que los vengan a recoger de inmediato. En este documento que les estoy mostrando, aquí yo ya firmé, ustedes van a firmar acá arriba y este párrafo que está aquí, yo ya se lo sé, es lo que yo ya les he explicado a usted verbalmente y oralmente.
Very good. Do you have any questions, either one of you?
Muy bien, ¿tienen alguna pregunta?
Very good. Good luck to you.
Muy bien. Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Thank you.
No, señor, ahí me paré, por favor. La pared, ok.
Okay, so now we have, bring us whoever you have ready, Deputy.
Yes, Your Honor, I need a few minutes. I'm gonna go connect upstairs
Sure.
to the court. Thank you.
Whoever
Thank
you bring up, that's what we'll do, okay?
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, I believe maybe I was in a breakout room, but was a new date given to Carlos Alejo Solis? He's on
Yes,
the,
it was, Your Honor. It was October
Yes.
8th for regular docket.
October the 8th, yes.
yeah, okay, because I called him to make sure he came back to court. I didn't see him, so I guess he does have a date.
No, we gave him a new date already, October the 8th at 9.
All right, I just want to make sure.
I thought you said October 15th at 9 a.m. with a regular docket.
I thought I moved it up to October the 8th.
Your Honor, I got October 15th.
Okay. October 15th it is, all right.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. ¿De cuál? Do you have them already over there?
Jose Enrique Martinez got October the 8th.
Ándale, okay. Jose Martinez got October the 8th, okay. We already did
Sorry,
Lidiana.
Alma.
Okay. We got Reyes, Lucia. And what Armando Cepeda, yeah. Let's see who they bring out. They might bring that defendant out for.
Judge,
There's
Mr.
an Armando
Cepeda is
Cepeda.
present.
Excuse me?
Armando Cepeda, he's not in custody. He's there present.
Right. Oh, yeah, we could do him. Mr. Treviño. Armando Cepeda. You have him? Armando Cepeda.
There's two cases, Judge.
Yeah. Armando Cepeda. Okay, Mr. Cepeda, I need you to raise your right hand so that you can be sworn in, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I don't know if he has audio.
Lost him. There he is.
No audio.
Okay. Let's see if we get him back. You want to dial his numbers or? Aquí sí me viene la chica.
Hello, hello.
Hold on, who's that you have there at the jail?
It's Alexis Maldonado.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do him at the end.
You want to do it at the end? You wanna
Yeah,
do-
we're gonna do him at the end.
Okay, sounds good. Let me bring the female in.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, he was looking for something sweet. Aquí había. I forgot. Yeah, dice quién le dio. It's a butter pound cake. Mira aquí. He was looking for something sweet. Aquí había.
Alma, we can hear you.
Well, apparently.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Now we can.
How do you?
Armando, can you hear?
He still doesn't have audio, and I've sent him chats, and he doesn't answer either.
Yeah, and Alexis Maldonado is going to need an interpreter.
Okay.
Armando, can you hear him?
Armando Cepeda. How come I can't put two people at one time?
All right, what do we got?
Armando Cepeda's there, Judge, but he still doesn't have audio.
Let me
He doesn't answer chats either.
well, we got to do a what number you want me to call?
To call Janie or?
No, give me the number for the Houston number, whatever it is here, for them to get on the on Zoom. 830 something or other.
Isn't it 1-346-248-7799?
You tell me, because you have the document right in front of your desk.
It's Houston.
Tell me again.
1-346-248-7799.
Okay. 346-248-7799.
99.
Okay. What's his name? Cepeda.
Yeah.
Armando.
Armando Cepeda.
I'm gonna remove you, Fred, so I can make more chihuahuas. Yep, lost him again. Call him up, Fred. Tell him to call this number.
I've been calling him and he's not responding. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, let's do Miss Reyes. Mr. Garcia, you there? Mr. Garcia, are you there?
I'm here, Judge.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Ms. Reyes, please raise your right hand so I can swear you in, ma'am.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Ms. Reyes, you're here because there has been a motion to revoke your community supervision that was filed by the state. They allege that you failed to comply with the conditions of your probation, and they filed a petition alleging that. You were able to go over that with your lawyer, Mr. Juan Garcia.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to plead true to those allegations here today the way they tell me that you intend to. But if you do insist on pleading true, you need to understand that you're going to be waiving your right to remain silent, your right to a hearing on this matter, your right of confrontation with witnesses that the state may bring to assist them in the case against you. Do you understand that, man?
Yeah.
Now, knowing that you would be giving up those rights if you plead true, do you want to go ahead and continue with your agreement and plead true as agreed?
Yes.
All right. Now, I have been handed a document that's labeled as State Exhibit number 1 for today's hearing. And it contains all of the written rights that you have as being a defendant in this case. And it contains your fingerprints and your signature. And I'm going to ask you to take a look at this and tell me, ma'am, is that a document that you went over, and I'll show you your signature in a minute, with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did your lawyer go over it with you?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yeah.
Did you know that by signing it, you would be, in fact, agreeing to waive the written rights that are included in those documents?
Yes.
And that you would be stipulating to the truth of the allegations?
Yes, sir.
Did you then do your fingerprints there by the jail personnel?
Yes.
Very well. Did you do that all freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Any objections to States 1?
No objection, Your Honor.
1 is admitted. Then, ma'am, to the allegations made in the petition to revoke your probation, are those allegations that are made true or not true?
True.
Are you pleading true freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Is anybody forcing you to plead true?
No.
Because you have pled true and because you have signed off on States 1, you need to understand that I will no longer require the state to bring forth any other evidence before I find that, in fact, it is true. You did violate the conditions of probation as the way that the state has alleged in their petition. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, I know that you've stricken a deal with the state and there's a recommendation for purposes of this plea, but you need to know that I don't have to accept that. But if I do accept it, you cannot appeal this case without permission of this court. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I reject it and I don't accept it, then I will allow you to take back your plea of true and I'll give you a new trial or a new hearing on this matter. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Very well. The recommendation is 3 years to serve, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor, and it's also included some offenses that have not been filed yet.
I don't see that in the written plea. Can you please let me know about that?
She has, from May the 5th, 2021, she has a criminal trespass and she has a possession of a controlled substance. And she also has an engaging in organized criminal activity from June the 2nd of 2021.
Were those included, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, they were, Your Honor.
I just don't see them on the, where did y'all include them? I don't see them on the actual package. I mean, they don't have to be as long as, but it was better for her that there is some entry on it.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me give you, so there is.
Is there another one that was filed? I mean, I can just put that down, offenses in which she was arrested on May 5th of 21. That included a possession of controlled substance and a criminal trespass, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I can give you the DA number so that she was arrested for possession of a controlled substance and criminal trespass on May 5th. That DA number is D as in dog, C-21-06169. That will be that will be disposed of as
Possession of controlled substance
and criminal trespass.
And then which one other one?
There's another one from June the 2nd, Your Honor, of this year. It's an engaging and I think also a possession.
That I do not have a DA number, but yes, Your Honor, that was part of the agreement.
June 2nd of 21. And you saying it is a engaging and what else?
And a possession of a controlled substance, Your Honor. I show them on the jail records from the sheriff's office.
I've made reference to that in the notes on the first page of the document. And there's obviously also in the record here today. Is that your agreement, Ms. Reyes? Very well. Then I'm going to find that your plea of true has been made freely and voluntarily, that you've done it with the assistance of counsel, that you've done it knowingly, that you understand the consequences of your plea, and find that in fact you have violated the conditions of probation as alleged by the petition filed by the state here in this case, and hereby revoke your probation and sentence you in accordance with your agreement of 3 years to serve in the Institutional Division of Department of Criminal Justice. The state has also agreed not to proceed on a DA file number DC-21-06169, which is a possession of controlled substance and a criminal trespass, and also not to proceed on a June 2nd, 21 arrest, which included an engaging in organized criminal activity and the possession of controlled substance. All of those will also be disposed of as a result of this case. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
We get Cepeda back. I think that's it at the jail, right? I know.
Alexis Maldonado.
We have Alexis Maldonado, yes. Okay. So,
Your Honor, are we
Present,
still
Your
waiting
Honor.
for Cepeda?
Your Honor, I received a message from Ms. Garza.
you can sit with her if you'd like. Or on the other chair, on the chair on that side if you'd like, como tú quieras.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Forgive me, Your Honor. I was just going to ask, are we still waiting for Cepeda, or due to technical difficulties, will we be resetting this plea?
Well, it seems like that's what is going to happen, so we'll do it that way.
Okay,
We're going to
Your
set
Honor.
it for the 8th of October. I'm sorry, no, it's a plea. So we're
Yes.
going to set it for
The
the
21st?
21st of September at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. Kathy, this particular plea that's coming up has a victim impact statement that's gonna go in the file, okay?
Okay, Judge.
Okay, so now we have, do you have the plea? Aquí está. Now we have the case of the state of Texas versus Alexis Maldonado. And cause number 2020 CRF 264.
Estamos aquí en el
And,
caso
go ahead.
del estado de Texas contra Alexis Maldonado, 2020 CRF 264 de 1.
And I understand that Mr. Maldonado is taking a plea to a lesser included offense of count 1,
That's correct, Your Honor.
and you're dropping count 2?
No, Your
That's
Honor,
correct.
he's
Or actually-
to both, but count 2 is that same, that's indecency by contact.
Right. So count 2 is naturally or originally indecency with child by contact, and count 1 is coming down to indecency by child of a child by contact.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. Very well. And the recommendation is 20.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Okay, so Mr. Maldonado, please raise your right hand and be sworn, sir.
Señor Maldonado, por favor, levante su mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
¿Usted jura decir la verdad, toda la verdad y nada más que la verdad con el amparo de Dios? Yes.
Thank you.
All right, you can put your hand down now, sir. Mr. Maldonado,
Muy bien, ya puede bajar su mano, señor.
Mr. Maldonado, your name is Alexis Maldonado, is that correct?
¿Es su nombre Alexis Maldonado, correcto? Yes.
Mr. Maldonado, I understand, sir, that you realize and understand also that you were indicted for a criminal offense by a Webb County grand jury for the offenses originally for sexual abuse of a child, continuous sexual abuse of a child under 14, and indecency with a child by sexual contact, but that today you are pleading guilty to some form of that offense, which is count 1, indecency with a child by contact, which is the lesser included offense of the first charge, and count 2, the same exact charge. Is that your understanding?
Muy bien, señor Maldonado. Me han dicho que usted realiza y entiende que usted fue acusado formalmente por el gran jurado, originalmente por el cargo de abuso sexual continuo de un menor de 14 años, y el segundo crimen de obscenidad con un menor contacto sexual. Y esos son los cargos originales, pero me están diciendo que usted está listo a declararse culpable a una forma de esos delitos, que son delito menor, incluido cargo 1, que es el de obscenidad con un menor contacto sexual, y el cargo 2, que es el mismo. ¿Es eso cierto?
No sé, me está poniendo un cargo ahí que no, yo no lo he hecho.
Oh, I don't know. There's a charge there that I haven't done.
The charge that you that they tell me that you intend to plead guilty to are 2 charges, and they're exactly the same charge. It's indecency with a child by contact. Indecency with a child by contact.
Sí, los cargos que me han dicho que usted se va a declarar culpable son exactamente el mismo cargo, y este cargo es obscenidad con un menor.
Pero sí, es un solo cargo. ¿Cuántos cargos son? Es lo que quiero saber.
There are too many charges. I want to know what the charges are.
There are 2 charges. Count 1 ends up being indecency with a child by contact, and count 2 is indecency with a child by contact.
Son dos cargos. El cargo 1 es que termina siendo obscenidad con un menor con contacto y el segundo cargo es obscenidad con un menor con contacto.
The same type of offense, but two different charges.
Es el mismo tipo de cargo, pero son dos cargos.
Entendía que. Mi pregunta es si esta es la final corte que voy a tener o voy a tener más cortes. No lo que quiero saber para aclarar bien las cosas.
Well, what my question is if this is the first court that I'm going to have or I'm going to have other courts so I can clear up some things.
If you have any questions, tell me your questions.
Si tiene alguna pregunta, hágamelas ahora.
Perdón.
Sí. Excuse me?
Do you have questions on what it is that you're doing here today? If you do, let me know what they are. Your lawyer is here. He can take a break with you and talk to you about it.
Si tiene alguna pregunta, hágamelo ahora. Aquí está su abogado y él puede hablar con usted si es necesario.
Okay. Si me da la oportunidad de hablar con él, ¿verdad?
Sure, if I
Hoy o otro día, ¿cómo?
Sure, if I can have a chance to talk to him today or another day. Or
You can talk to him today.
puede hablar con él ahorita.
Thank you. Give me a second.
Deme un segundo.
Let's see if we can do it. This is Webb County Jail, 4th floor.
Yes.
Deputy, are you there on the 4th floor?
Yes, sir.
Can you go into the breakout and assign yourself to room 1?
I
To
can
the
do it,
breakout.
Judge.
You can do it? All right, there you go.
Now they can go in.
Now go in and click on break room 1. And same thing with you, Fred. Okay. Now Mr. Cepeda is there. Let me see if I can spotlight him. Okay. Where's the number?
Judge, pick up, yeah, he can't see that the number doesn't show. There you go. He connected to audio.
Is in audio? Okay. Now hit the audio button. Are you there? Click on the audio button.
There you go.
There you go.
Awesome. Finally.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Cepeda, we're just waiting for your lawyer who's talking
Okay.
to another client. So
Yes,
just
sir.
sit tight. We'll be right there.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Don't,
Sorry,
I'm gonna
yes.
mute you. I'm gonna mute you, but you know how to unmute yourself already, right?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Right. Okay. No urgent.
Judge Joaquin had left because he thought it was reset.
Yeah, he's here now inside the courtroom.
Okay.
We're just waiting for Mr. Trevino because Rocket Mortgage.
You know it's important.
That's not even my mortgage company. They're trying to sell me something.
Yep.
I ain't buying. Unless you're gonna knock off 30% of my mortgage. Hey, it's very responsible of you.
Go.
I need to mute myself here.
Alma,
Yes.
what's up with Armando Cepeda? Are they gonna give him a new date, or are we gonna plea him today?
Well, the judge kept telling him to get, we can do the plea right now, but I don't know what the judge told him.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold on.
Fred, I'll do it for. We were waiting on Mr. Trevino.
I'm here.
Now we need to wait for the judge. Hold on.
And then Armando, you need to go somewhere and not move around. Either stand up or sit down, but you can't be moving around.
Okay. Let me find a seat. ¿Los qué? Hombre, es que ahorita Treviño se fue no sé para dónde y luego ahora Quinchón no fue con el
About to.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Yes, Mr. Cepeda.
No, because I'm waiting because I'm about to go in at work.
Hold on, Mr. Cepeda.
All right, what are we doing with Mr. Cepeda? Are we gonna, is he ready to go?
Your Honor, he said he's about ready to go into work right now. You could probably just keep it at the reset.
What did you say, Fred? Because my volume was down.
I know that Mr. Cepeda just said he's waiting to go into work right now. So maybe we just keep the reset we had gotten him earlier. We'd agreed to a reset.
Okay, well, where do you work, Mr. Cepeda?
I'm a manager at McDonald's. I go in at 4:20. I'm a manager, so
Okay.
I need to get
Well, I
there
want
early.
you to be back on what was the date we gave him? September the 8th?
September 21st, Judge.
I'm sorry, what was it?
September 21st.
September 21st at 9 a.m., sir.
You got it, Your Honor.
And now you know how to get on and the audio and all that stuff. Ano batalla?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right.
I
We'll
do.
see you then. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Back to Alexis Maldonado.
Am I dismissed?
You are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Back to Alexis Maldonado. Mr. Trevino, are we proceeding?
Yes, my client advised me that he wants to continue.
Very good. Alexis Maldonado. So,
Muy bien.
hold on a second. Okay. So Alexis Maldonado, we are going to proceed with these charges. They tell me that you intend to plead guilty to the charges that I described earlier. Is that your understanding?
Muy bien, estamos aquí en el caso de Alexis Maldonado. Me han dicho que usted vamos a seguir adelante con estos cargos y usted piensa declararse culpable. ¿Es eso lo que tiene usted por entendido?
Perdón.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Let me repeat it. Mr. Maldonado, can you hear me?
Señor Maldonado, ¿nos escucha?
Sí.
Yes.
You had an opportunity to speak to your lawyer just a minute ago so that he could clarify the charges that you're pleading guilty to today. Is that correct?
Usted tuvo una oportunidad de hablar con su abogado hace unos minutos para clarificar los cargos en los que usted se va a declarar culpable el día de hoy, ¿correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Has that been cleared up for you?
¿Ya se lo aclararon?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you prepared to proceed with this agreement?
¿Usted está listo para seguir adelante con este proceso legal?
Sí.
Yes.
Very well. Now, You don't have to plead guilty here today, Mr. Maldonado, to this charge or any part of these charges under this indictment. But if you do insist on pleading guilty to any part of this charge, you need to understand that you'll be waiving your right to remain silent, your right to a jury trial, and your right of confrontation with regard to the witnesses that may have been brought here by the state to testify against you.
Bueno, usted ahora no tiene que declararse culpable a este cargo o cualquier parte de este cargo que está en la acusación formal. Pero si usted desea hacerlo, usted tiene que entender que está renunciando a su derecho de permanecer callado, a tener un juicio con un jurado y al contrainterrogatorio de los testigos. ¿Entiende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you a citizen of this country?
¿Es usted ciudadano de este país?
No.
No.
I must inform you then, Mr. Maldonado, that as a result of this plea and the finding of guilt that may occur as a result of this plea, you could be deported, you could be excluded from entering the country. Your ability to obtain an immigration status in the future will be affected. And if you have an immigration status now, it also will be affected. Do you understand that?
Ahora le tengo que informar, señor Maldonado, que como resultado de este convenio declaratorio y a la declaración de culpabilidad de este convenio declaratorio, usted podría ser deportado, excluido de este país. Si usted busca algún beneficio migratorio en el futuro, esto podría ser afectado. O si usted tiene un beneficio migratorio en este momento, eso también podría ser afectado. ¿Entiende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
The range of punishment for the type of offense that you intend to plead guilty here today, sir, is no less than 2 years, no more than 20 years to serve in the institutional division of the Department of Criminal Justice here in the state of Texas. You also may be assessed a fine of up to $10,000.
Ahora, el alcance de la pena para este tipo de delito sería de 2 años, mínimo 2 años a 20 años por la División Institucional de Justicia Penal del Estado de Texas y con una multa de hasta $10,000.
I have been handed a document that's labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1, and it purports to have your signature and that of your lawyer. I'm going to show it to you and ask you if, in fact, this is a document that you have seen before, sir.
Ahora me han entregado aquí este convenio declaratorio que lo vamos a nombrar el elemento de prueba número 1, donde me demuestra tener su firma y la firma de su abogado. Ahora le voy a preguntar que si usted puede ver este documento y esta es su firma.
Sí.
Yes.
Before you sign that, sir, do you remember your lawyer go over this document with you?
Antes de que usted firmó este documento, ¿usted recuerda que su abogado le explicó todo el documento antes de eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you understand it?
¿Usted lo entendió?
Sí.
Yes.
After you understood it, did you then sign the document, this Exhibit Number 1, at several different locations?
Y después de haber entendido lo que está delineado en este documento, ¿usted lo firmó, este documento, el elemento de prueba número 1, en varias partes de este documento?
Sí.
Yes.
Did you do that freely and voluntarily?
¿Y usted lo hizo de manera libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
Anybody forced you to do that?
¿Alguien lo forzó a hacer eso?
No.
No.
Did you know that by signing it, what you were going to be telling me was that you were in agreement to waive all of those rights that are listed here in written form and to the stipulation of your guilt to the charges that are described in this document?
Entonces usted sabe que al firmar este documento, usted de hecho me está afirmando lo que está por escrito, donde indica su renuncia a sus derechos y a la estipulación de su declaración de culpabilidad.
Sí.
Yes.
Did you do that freely and voluntarily?
¿Y usted hizo esto de manera libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
Very well. Any objections to States 1?
No objections, Your Honor.
Very well. States one is admitted. The waivers of his rights, the stipulation of his guilt are approved. To the charge in your indictment, actually, to a lesser included, let's do it this way. How do you plead, Mr. Maldonado, to the lesser included charge of count one of your indictment, which ends up being indecency by contact, indecency with a child by contact? How do you plead? Count one of your indictment.
Muy bien, ¿cómo se declara al delito que está delineado en la acusación formal el cargo 1, que es obscenidad con un menor con contacto? ¿Cómo se declara?
Culpable.
Guilty.
To count two of your indictment, the same exact charge, as indicted, indecency with a child by contact. How do you declare yourself? How do you plead?
Ahora, ¿cómo se declara el cargo 2, como está delineado en la acusación formal, que es el cargo 2, es exactamente el mismo, es obscenidad con menor con contacto? ¿Cómo se declara este?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty to these two charges freely and voluntarily?
¿Usted se está declarando culpable a estos dos cargos de manera libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
Is anybody forcing you to plead guilty?
¿Hay alguien que lo esté forzando a declararse culpable?
No.
No.
Did you do that with the assistance of your lawyer that is appointed by this court?
¿Y usted lo hizo con ayuda letrada mediante su abogado que fue nombrado por este tribunal?
Perdón.
Excuse me?
You were assisted in determining what you wanted to do in this case, plead guilty or not guilty. You were assisted by your lawyer.
Pues para usted saber si se va a declarar culpable o no culpable, lo ayudó un abogado.
No.
No.
Your lawyer, Fred Trevino, did he go over the document with you? Did he assist you in going over the evidence against you, analyzing and evaluating the case, and then determining making the ultimate decision of whether you wanted to plead guilty or not?
Su abogado Fred Treviño fue el que le explicó este documento. También le ayudó a usted a ver todas las pruebas, analizar y evaluar todas las pruebas y luego decidir si se iba a declarar culpable o no.
Sí.
All
Yes.
right. Are you entering this plea then freely and voluntarily?
Entonces usted está llevando a cabo este convenio declaratorio de manera libre y libre y voluntariamente.
Sí.
Very
Yes.
well. Exhibit 1, by the way, is admitted. There were no objections to it. Mr. Maldonado, because you have pled guilty to this charge, to these two charges, and because you have signed off on State Exhibit number 1, you need to understand that I will no longer require the state to bring forth any other evidence before I find you guilty of this offense. In addition, despite the fact that you have entered into a sentence recommendation with the state, you need to know that I don't have to accept it. But if I do accept it, then you cannot appeal this case without permission of this court. If I reject it, I will allow you to take back your plea and I'll give you a new trial.
Muy bien, señor Maldonado. Ahora le tengo que hacerle saber porque usted se ha declarado culpable a estos dos cargos y ha firmado el elemento de prueba número 1. Yo ya no le voy a requerir al procurador que me presente más pruebas para poder declararlo culpable de este delito. A pesar de que ya tiene una recomendación de parte del procurador para su condena, usted tiene que entender que yo no tengo que aceptarla. Si es que la acepto, usted no podrá apelar esta condena sin permiso de este tribunal. Y si la rechazo, le daré la oportunidad de que retire su declaración y le daré una fecha nueva para un juicio nuevo.
Do you understand that?
¿Entiende esto?
Sí.
Yes.
Gracias.
Repita.
Gracias.
Thank you. Now, I understand that there is a a sentence recommendation of 20 years. Is that correct, Mr. Trevino and Mr. Hobson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
20 years per count to run, and then of course it's a concurrent sentence recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Very good. Then I'm going to find Mr. Maldonado that you have had a lawyer throughout this entire process, that you have pled, that you had ample time to evaluate this case with your lawyer, that you have taken a look at it and decided to plead guilty freely and voluntarily, that you were competent to do so, that you did it knowingly and understanding the consequences of your plea, and find in fact you are guilty of both the lesser included offense of count 1 of this indictment, which ends up being indecency with a child by contact, and also count 2 of the indictment as indicted, indecency with a child by contact.
Muy bien, entonces voy a encontrar que usted ha tenido a un abogado durante todo este proceso legal. Usted ha tenido suficiente tiempo para evaluar este caso junto con su abogado. Veo que usted se ha declarado culpable de manera libre y voluntariamente. Está competente para tomar tal decisión. Lo ha hecho a sabiendas y lo ha hecho sabiendo las consecuencias. Y lo declaró culpable en el delito menor incluido, que es el cargo 1, obscenidad con un menor con contacto, y en el cargo 2, que es obscenidad con un menor con contacto.
And then I'm going to go ahead and sentence you in accordance with your agreement, sir. Now, as you heard, the range of punishment on this type of offense is 2 to 20, 20 being at the maximum level of count of felony 2. So I'm going to go ahead and sentence you in accordance with the agreement with the state of 20 years to serve to count 1, a lesser included offense of count 1 of the indictment, and 20 years to serve to count 2, indecency with a child by contact. And of course, those will run concurrent with each other, and you will get credit for time served as required by law. There'll be court costs in the amount of
$430, Judge.
$430 in court costs. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Entonces, en este momento lo voy a condenar con de acuerdo con el acuerdo que ya tiene con el fiscal. Como usted ya sabe, el alcance de la pena para este delito grave en el segundo grado es de 2 a 20 años. Entonces le vamos a dar los 20 años en el delito menor incluido, que es el cargo número 1, y 20 años en el cargo 2, que es obscenidad con un menor con contacto. Estos se llevarán simultáneamente y se le va a dar crédito por el tiempo que ya haya cumplido como lo requiere la ley, y los costos legales serán la cantidad de $430.
The sentence will start immediately.
Esta condena empezará inmediatamente.
There has been a request to allow for a victim impact statement. G's office has requested it. Ms. Castillo, right? Ms. Castillo is present, and she would like to make the victim impact statement.
Muy bien, entonces el procurador en este momento ha pedido que se haga una declaración de parte de la víctima, la señora Castillo.
It's off the record, Sidney. Yeah. Y'all can hear it, right? No, give me a second. Bring it over here. A minute ago, you could hear it, right? When we were speaking. Can you all hear Saud? Bring it over here, Saud. hit it at the same time. Be green?
Test 1, 2. Test.
We can
Can y'all
hear him a little better.
Oh, no, yes, that's because you were here. Step aside.
Test 1, 2.
Could y'all hear us over there?
No, barely.
No.
Test 1, 2.
So take this one over there to see if do we need to? Let's see. No. No. No me deja hacerlo.
Do it again. Test 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yes.
I don't know about that. Test 1, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, is the victim statement going to be interpreted?
No, because Mr. Maldonado knows Spanish, so she's going to speak in Spanish. It's off the record. We don't need that. Thank you.
Buenas tardes.
Get it closer to her. Just a little bit closer.
Es un momento horrible para mí. Gracias a usted, señor Alexis Maldonado. Espero que usted se perdone. Usted solo. Es un momento de rabia, impotencia, dolor para mí. Que usted haya sido capaz de dañarme mi niña. Una criatura indefensa que nada le debía, nada le había hecho. No hay momento que yo vea a mi niña que no recuerde ese día, esa noche, cuando mi criatura me confesó eso. No hay momento que no pueda ahora estar pensando en eso. Solo veo la carita de mi niña. Cuando la miro que ríe, pienso que en ese momento ella no está acordándose de lo que usted fue capaz de hacerle, señor. No se imagina cuánto destruyó mi vida y la vida de mi niña. Pero la justicia sí existe, señor. Creyó que nunca iba a poder pagarlo porque era una niña indefensa y que no iba a decir nada por sus amenazas. Pero sí lo hizo, fue fuerte para decirlo. Tarde, pero lo dijo. Y aquí está, hoy sería de su pago. No tengo nada más que decirle, sino que Dios que lo perdone. Y espero cerrar este capítulo en mi vida. Es todo lo que puedo decir.
Thank you, ma'am. Very well. We are done with Mr. Maldonado. Thank you, Ms. Castillo, for your strength here today. We are done with Maldonado. His sentence will start immediately. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reyes. Appreciate it.
Hey, Judge. Lopez, it's on the second.
I think we're done with the docket. Let me see, we have anything else?
No, Judge, that's it. We're done.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Judge. Bye.
Ms. Maldonado? We'll keep you in our prayers, man.
Thank you, Judge.